Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We are going to talk about a couple of value stocks here with Tracey Ryniec, our value stock strategist at Zacks.com. I find myself saying that every time you stop by, but it's what we talk about with her. And today we're going to talk about Patterson-UTI Energy, another drilling company. I should have known better.
Yep.
Tracy's into the drilling mode here. Oil drillers, right?
Yep, they're actually one of the drillers, not just in the service side. They do the onshore contract work for the exploration companies, so the energy companies will come to them to hire their drills and their rigs.
Okay.
And they also do some pressure pumping, but both areas are real hot right now. So they saw revenue in this last quarter up over 100% from a year ago because everybody's drilling. And the number of rigs in operation, even from quarter over quarter, went from 207 from like 192 or 194. So they're seeing, a steady increase in the number of rigs. Their long-term contracts, those that they've locked in at like good prices, are increasing. So the story is real good here. And these guys are a little bit different in that they do specialize in the more unconventional plays, which is the big shale area, the horizontal drilling and things like that a lot of the other companies can't do. So that is also in demand. And you can see the estimates are going up. They didn't raise guidance or offer any guidance, but the analysts, all really like what happened in the first quarter, and they did beat the estimate. So you can see it jumping quite a bit here. And compared to last year, their earnings growth is supposed to be up nearly 200%. So that's pretty hot here. From the chart, you can see kind of starting in July, the shares started to take off as the drilling story heated up. And they're trading only around 13 times estimates, which is not super, it's not real cheap, but it's a good value area. And this stock has the triple threat because they are a value. You can see from the chart they have a lot of momentum here. And then they also have the good earnings growth. So it's a real good story.
So oil remains attractive to you?
Yes, yeah. A lot of the oil exploration companies as well as these driller types right here, yeah.
Okay. Iconix Brand Group, ICON, the ticker, another one that you've written about recently. This is a clothing brand?
Well, kind of. They do licensing, which is kind of an interesting side business. They own the license for everybody else to make the items with the brands. And based on their name, they used to be Candies, and then they changed their name to the Iconix brand name because they own iconic brands, including Candies.
I can understand that.
Yeah, but they own Danskin license, London Fog, Peanuts, which who knew? Yeah. And then the big one, Material Girl, which is Madonna's new line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
So interestingly, they are doing real well right here. They just had record earnings in the last quarter, and they raised guidance as well, actually. And they're seeing a lot more, they said, shelf space for their items going on the shelves. And then the companies they're licensing out to are also expanding quite rapidly in China and places like that where these kind of iconic brands are going to sell well. Yeah. So you can see the estimates going up here. It was a nice quarter. They did beat on the estimates for last quarter, and the last couple quarters they've also beaten. And then the shares are at near 2-year highs here. Like a lot of companies, it's really bounced off the low, but they do have some good momentum here. And like I said, they raised guidance. They're not super expensive, around 14 times, and there is room for growth there.
So is that their entire business, licensing?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
All right. If you want to check out more stock pick ideas on our homepage, Zacks.com, go there if you're not there already. That's the first thing you need to do. Then take a gander in the upper right-hand corner of that homepage. That is where we are currently putting 4 new stock pick ideas up for you daily, one in each of the categories that we write about. With Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.